In the past few years, the Calgary arts and entertainment scene has become dynamic. It's turned a sleepy cow town into a vital and exciting place. As a reporter following the city's cultural growth, I've had the pleasure of following the changes firsthand. Dozens of arts groups have received critical acclaim and have watched their audiences blossom. The Alberta film industry has seen increased activity in producing both American and Canadian movies.
Would you like a permanent position in the palace?
And the multi-million-dollar Centre for the Performing Arts has become a gathering place for festivals and celebrations. Working in television has allowed me to travel for a good story.
This past weekend was the official opening of Disneyland's newest ride, Star Tours.
Talk to numerous movie stars via satellite. Discuss the latest fashions with top designers. Cover international celebrity events. Interview international pop stars from Chris de Burgh to Billy Idol.
I don't want to change my clothes. I like wearing this gear.
And review all the current movies the week that they're released.
Opening tonight at the Arts Festival, a play called...
Of all that I've done, the highlight of my television career to date was covering Calgary's Olympic Arts Festival. This extensive 5-week extravaganza was the biggest arts exhibition ever associated with a Winter Olympics, and no expense was spared on the entertainment or the parties. Now that I've told you what I do, here are some samples of my work. The movie Wall Street is not about the stock market crash this past October. Instead, it's an allegorical tale of greed and corruption modeled on an Ivan Boesky-esque character called Gordon Gecko, played with reptilian charm by Michael Douglas.
I got 20 other brokers analyzing charts, pal. I don't need another one. See you around, buddy.
I am not just another broker, Mr. Jacko. If you give me another chance, I'll prove that to you. I'll go the extra yard for you. Just one more chance, Mr. Jacko. Please!
You want another chance? Can you stop sending me information, and you start getting me some?
Charlie Sheen plays Bud Fox, a young, on-the-make broker chasing the golden ring he believes he's found in Gecko, who he looks up to like a father figure. Fortunately, his real father, who in this movie is played by his real father, Martin Sheen, tries to pull him back to the straight and narrow.
He's using you, kid. He's got you in his back pocket, but you're too blind to see it.
No. What I see is a jealous old machinist who can't stand the fact that his son's become more successful than he has.
What you see is a guy who never measured a man's success by the size of his wallet.
Oliver Stone, the Oscar-winning director of Platoon, has turned this film into a big production. It's fast-paced, and there's nothing subtle about its message. What drew me in especially was the strong performances of the 3 lead actors. They make Wall Street a triumph.
I wanted to try to find something that was a little bit different, not the average candy-colored kind of like over-the-top comedy.
Do you call it black comedy?
I don't know. It's kind of bizarre comedy. It touches on real things that are a little absurd when in their comedic nature. So I don't like to call it. Harold and Maude was a black comedy, but I just think it's a kind of a comedy of errors.
Meet Mink and Muffin. They're whoopties, 2 lovable space creatures who are the stars of their own all-Canadian television show. The project was conceived in Calgary and was produced here at Broadcast House.
What are you doing? Having a snack?
Mink and Muffin are played by Jacqueline and Joyce Robbins, identical twins who divide their time between acting and teaching careers. I asked them if their work in the classroom has helped them as actresses.
Very much so. In fact, we are absolutely honored, both as educators and as actresses, to not only be allowed to act in the show, but allow a little bit of input into script development.
They know that we have done a lot of children's theater, and they know that we have been school teachers, and what we like is when we're reading the script and when we see a couple of words or an expression that just doesn't seem to catch us as something that children would we ask permission, can we change it, and they say, by all means.
They're very willing to.
Yes.
And also, we're always concerned, everybody's concerned about quality children's television programs.
And so are we.
We are allowed a chance to not only be in it, but a little bit of input into it, a job.
I do believe that every single teacher is an actor in some sense.
You have to be a very good,
you have an audience in front of you.
Performer.
Exactly. The children are your best and your worst critics.
Even though the twins spent long, grueling hours in makeup for each day's shoot, they say it was well worth it. The whole experience was fun and taught them a lot.
What are your idealized future plans?
An Academy Award, perhaps? Idealized future plans, is that we certainly hope that this goes to series.
Yes.
I think that there is a great demand now for good children's television drama. We hope that it is accepted both nationally and hopefully internationally in the United States market. And that if it becomes series, then we move from the day job into another
aspect of our career.
Right.
And if this is not successful, we have certainly learned so much from this experience that we would be more than willing to try other experiences too.
The Whoop-Dee's first show, The Nutcracker Suite, will air on CFCN on Boxing Day.
I'm an individual with your combo, man. An individual with your combo, man. A genuine original, your combo, man.
Australia's Jacko, the 245-pound one-man media event, stampeded into Calgary this week as part of a campaign to promote Energizer batteries. In person, his verbal assault matches his physical presence, pound for pound.
A lot of people, some people, well I won't say a lot of people, but a small minority find the ads a little bit too strong and hard to handle. Well, what I can say to them is up your nose with a rubber hose.
Jacko is a man of many talents. So far, he's been an Australian rules football player, a heavyweight boxer, a rock and roll star, and a TV personality down under. Currently, he's working on a film called Jacko, the Mad Movie, and he's writing a book about his climb to stardom called Success from the Gutter.
And I come from a working class type of background. I can remember times in my past where, there's only been, Salada biscuits, dry biscuits to eat in the cupboard and stuff like that. And I want to talk about that and how I pulled myself up out of that and projected myself as a personality, not just in Canada, not just in the United States, but around the world.
Quick and witty and occasionally a bit swell-headed, Jacko is a man who refuses to be ignored and threatens to be in the public eye for a long time to come.
Hey!